Good morning, YouTube followers. This is Soul here, bringing you another episode of Project 365 Cooking Edition. In this episode, we're going to be making cookies. Cookies. So we got brownies, we got pancakes, and now we got cookies. So I already pre-pulled all my ingredients, and I'm going to explain step by step how to make the best cookies. And I'm going to say the best because they store well, they heat well, and they taste the best. So with cookies, it is basically a simple bunch of ingredients ratio wise, and yeah, that's about it. So first things first, stick of butter. Stick of butter. So we're gonna get one whole stick of butter. You're gonna just cut it up in there, make sure it's nice and soft. As you can see, this one is softened. Being careful not to cut off your hands, obviously, or fingers, because you don't want bloody cookies. Although Halloween's coming, so maybe you do. Who knows? Anyways, so we're going to do that. I'm going to cut the rest down here because I don't want really to lose my hand, as I said before. And so that's about it for my knife. So I'm going to practice good cleaning habits. I'm going to clean our hands. Yes. Next thing is dry them off because my hands are still kind of greasy, but what can you do? Anyways, next step, I already pre-pulled them. 3/8 cup of sugar, 3/8 cup of brown sugar, and 1 egg. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to blend, yes I do mean blend, our ingredients, particularly with the butter, sugar, brown sugar, and eggs. So get that in there, nice. Get the brown sugar in there, very nice. And we're gonna just mash it up a little bit. And we're gonna blend. Now, a good trick to know for this is, and this is what I actually practice a lot myself, is try to keep, don't let the butter get too soft. And the reason why is, I actually found out, because I'm very much an enthusiast when it comes to stuff like this, is if butter's too soft, the cookies tend to be very flat and really flimsy. But if you let the butter be a little bit more firm, but still soft, you tend to yield a better cookie. And it just coats better. And I've been doing cookies for a few years now, and I just find that method to be the best. And yeah, so once you get that blended enough, where the butter is it's like soft with little pellets, that's when you know you've done a good job. And I will show you that once I'm done, because it'll just take about a few more minutes here. And as I explained with cookies, the good thing about cookies and pancakes and certain things like that is the customizable nature of these baked goods. So this cookie generally yields for chocolate chips, but I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'll show you guys that towards the end, that you guys are really, really going to love. Sorry about that. And then make sure, as always, when you got the little remnants, pull out our trusty spatula here. Just get all the extra gooky that was in there, or the butter sugar mixture. Make sure that gets pulled out of that. There we go. Obviously, I'm doing this in a very dangerous way. When you do this, just make sure you unplug your mixer. But I'm a veteran. I've been doing this for a long time. Like I said, cookies are one of my fortes at this point. So we're going to do that. We're going to make that all out. And yeah, not bad. So yeah, as you can see, most of it is well blended in with the sugar and butter. Just a few more minutes. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to add next is egg. It's just so amazing. I wonder who actually decided, I'm going to mix flour, eggs, and everything and make cookies. I mean, that person's a genius, obviously, but you would have to think, was it like an accident? Was it just they were just thinking? I mean, whoever did this was certainly ahead of their time when it came to cookie making. And for those of you who never made cookies, you're probably wondering, you know, shouldn't there be like liquid ingredients? And yeah, there should be, but with cookie dough, remember, it's kind of like bread dough and other forms of dough. You're going to have this semi-solid mixture that can be very malleable and forms well. And yeah. So, as you can see now it's starting to get a lot softer, a lot creamier. So this is really where we want to go. And as always with spatula, just push down all that extra stuff that gets put into the sides of the bowl, because you want to make sure you get everything in there. And then another question people might be wondering, why are you doing 8s? So me, I am very much a person who believes in portioning stuff, and the recipe originally calls for 5 dozen cookies, and so the portions are doubled. So in the case, it would be 3/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 sticks of butter. But unfortunately, or rather fortunately, it's just me and my wife, and my daughter's too young to eat cookies, so it's just 2 people basically eating cookies. And, you know, I just think that wasting cookies is kind of silly. So that's why I'm doing a smaller portion. We're done. So anyways, I'm just about done with the mixture. You can see that now it blended really, really well. See how it's nice and creamy and it's got that nice light brown mixture? That means you've done your duty. Now the last thing I'm going to do, and this is what I do before anything, is this is the secret for all cookies. Vanilla extract. Extract of vanilla. So then you just pour a teaspoon. That should be good. And blend that in also. Perfect. So, yeah, I actually doing this at 7 in the morning. I'm very much a morning or night person. Well, late night or early morning. I just think that I do my best work on cooking really early morning. So now, on that note, we have our dry ingredients. Once again, original recipe calls for 2 1/4 cups of flour. I'm doing 1 1/8 cup of flour. It's in here. You have your half a teaspoon of salt. You have half a teaspoon of baking soda. Put that in also. And yes, teaspoons, not tablespoons, teaspoons. This will do wonders with your cookies. Now I know some people add baking powder, but then you get more of a cakey cookie, and I don't want that. I want more of just the traditional cookie. Now if you have a sifter, I obviously recommend sifting your dry ingredients, but I don't, so good old whiskey here is going to do my job, and I'm going to just blend that in, make sure all the edges, so then all the dry is blended very, very well. So then, perfect. Now, here comes the fun part. We're going to blend our wet ingredient with our dry ingredient. And this is going to, you're going to have to do this in sections. And I will say sections because you don't want to dump it all in at once, and then it just really makes it very difficult. So you want to take a little bit of that flour mixture I'm putting here. Like that's a good start. I'll show you guys. So like a little bit. You want to get a good feel for how it's going to blend. And we're going to just blend that in. Good. A little bit more. Good. And I say like this portion's good, like a little bit, maybe a 1/4 cup at a time, because if you put too much in, the dry ingredient will fly all over the place, and that makes for a very messy kitchen. As you can tell, I'm a very organized, I try to keep everything as clean as possible when I cook, because it's just a lot better in general. Oh, my wife is in here. Say hi, honey. Why are you running away? Oh. My wife's probably just trying to explain something to me. Anyways, yeah, so just keep going. Keep on going with that bacon. And if at any point you see that the dry ingredients are starting to get to the side, pull out trusty spatula here and just push all the stuff down. And there we go. Beautiful. And then any excess, like I said, just make sure you unplug your mixer first and just get all the excess out, because you want to. And these are looking quite nicely already. I can already see that this is going to be a very good recipe. Like I said, once again, another quarter. That's good portion. And I recommend this because you can have other cookie recipes like ginger snaps, more of a chocolate cookie. You can do a lot, but this recipe has always done me well. And I always recommend don't always overmix. Oh, he needs to get some food. Hold on one second. Alright guys, and I have returned. Simply put, just had to help my wife with the baby. And I did the rest of the dry ingredient mixing off camera. Now that we have everything done, it's for the best part of this whole project. Blending in what you want to put in your cookies. Now, I told you you could put chocolate chips, you can put a lot of different ingredients, and depending on the ingredient, it really depends on the type of cookie you're making. So in this case, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you. Butterfinger baking bits. Yep, that's right. I'm making Butterfinger infused cookies, which is going to be so good. So once you get all the dry ingredients and wet ingredients mixed in, what you're going to do is then you're going to take, in this case for me, it would be a cup of these bits, but we're gonna just, there we go. You can, and then you fold it in. So in this case, I'm just going like that. Fold it in nicely. So this is what folding it in means. It means scooping under, sweep, scoop, and sweep. And like I said, just gonna do that because as with cookies, you just want to make sure all that deliciousness is inside like that. Oh, this is gonna look, I can already tell you it's gonna look really good. And once you get this all blended in, now I could go crazy, and I'm thinking about it. You know what? You know what? It's so good. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this, but I can't help myself. Hurt tummies be damned. And besides, come on, what guilty pleasure is someone eating cookie dough? And there's nothing better than fresh cookie dough to eat rather than having to get it from the store. Now that we got that done, this is something I like to do. And this actually helps you store the cookie dough as well. Plastic wrap. Yeah. Well, a nice big amount. And place it on a flat surface as such. Because I have a nice flat surface here. Try to make sure you expand it out as much as possible. Now, you take your cookie dough, scoop it all out. The thing is, it's going to be a little bit sticky. That's fine, because that's what cookie dough does. And you just get it all scooped. Come on, come on. Right on that nice flat surface that's covered in plastic wrap. Now, I like doing this because now I can shape the cookie dough itself. And when I'm done with it, I can store it. So this is definitely something I love to do for storage and for preparation purposes. I'm just going to keep eating this cookie dough and get really sick, but it is what it is. Cookie dough is delicious. I am curious about these baking bits because this is something different. But I love it. I love it when you can take things that are out of the ordinary from a chocolate chip or a cinnamon chip or something. I was even at one point do a toffee chip, which would be good. Now, for this part, I'm going to actually follow me. There we go. And this is the up-close view of what it's going to look like. And I'm going to show you. So you don't have to see my face for a little bit. And like I said, make sure it's flat as possible. And you're going to fold. So you see here how I'm folding. And with the fold, you're going to roll and fold, roll and fold. And why I'm doing this is now I can squeeze a little bit, and I keep doing this until I get a nice rolled portion. Yeah, really cool. And now what you do is once you have your ratio, so in this case you can see mine is not too bad of a size. It's a tad on the big side, but it's fine. Is I just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And the plastic wrap actually protects you as well. Is now you tie off one end as such. You can use tape, you can use twine. The whole idea is just roll off one portion. So I did tie. And on the other side, however, you keep open, but I just roll it like this. And now my dough is pretty much all set. Not bad, right? Now the other thing I like to do, it's a good trick that I practice as well, is before I put these bad boys in the oven, which I will show you guys later, I'm going to put this in the fridge to set a little bit. So that the dough doesn't become too loose and runny. And you could put it in maybe about like half an hour, not too long. You just want the dough to be a little bit firmer, because then when you roll it into cookie portions or whatever portions you like, because the beauty about cookies is you can really do a lot with it, such as you can put it in with, you can make bigger cookies and then actually use it as an ice cream cookie for the ice cream sandwich. You can crumble it up if you want and make little cookie toppings with ice cream. But that's the beauty, like I said, that's the beauty of cookies. So then in the next part I'm going to show you is baking them and what they look like in the end. So and I am back. What's up, guys? So here we go. Dough has set for, I would say, quite a while, because I actually went out to run a few errands. But that being said, ignore the shirtless man there. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the process in which we are going to roll the dough. And I think it's best I show you this way. So, as you can see, I've got my little tube of cookie dough. And you see, because it's now a nice tube, I can take a knife, cut a portion I like, cut it like that. See, not bad square. And then what I like to do to reshape it is grab it your hand. Now it's not too soft, it's not too hard, it's got a good shape. Roll it up with your hands like this. Make sure your hands are clean, obviously, because you don't want to have dirty hands. You see, now it's a nice little ball. And then what I do is I squish it a little bit. And there we go. Not bad shape. So, I'm going to do this a few more. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to do 4 of them. So one more. You can see that the inside of this, you got some good peanut butter, Butterfinger fluff and some chocolate. Like I said, again, roll up in a ball. Wow. Good. And there you go again. Squish with the palm of your hands. I like doing it this method. You could do it most of the ways. If you want to even do shapes, you just spread out the cookie dough onto a flat sheet and you basically get a cookie cutter, or you do whatever shape. But in the end, it's really what a matter of what you prefer. And I know you can hear my voice from far away because I am indeed washing my hands. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to heat up our oven at 375, and then once I'm done with that, the next clip will be show you the final results.
Another point of reference, people, and I do want to emphasize this, sorry about that, is make sure you grease your sheet or if you have a little non-stick sheet, that would work as well. Sorry for the lack of lighting here. It seems that lighting's not working very well. And also, you're going to cook these cookies for about, I'd say, 10 minutes on average. You can always come and check for them. So yeah, and now check out these bad boys. Looking good, right? Good shape. Look, they got a good round shape like a cookie should. They rose nicely, so you got a good rise on them. And you can see all that delicious goodness. So what you want to do is after they cook for about, I said, on 10 minutes, you just want them to cool for a bit and then enjoy. So I hope you enjoy it, because I'm definitely going to enjoy these later. Solo's out. Peace.